Dangerous heat conditions we're all facing have led our weather team to call it a Storm Alert Weather Day. They want everyone to be aware that folks could be in danger. Meteorologist Cedric Haynes is here. Let us know what we can expect the rest of the week. Cedric.
Yes, Cindy, and it's interesting that you mentioned the Storm Alert Day for today, because we've got to talk about a Storm Alert Weather Day for your Thursday. I wonder if you can guess why. Yeah, that's right, folks. We've got more dangerous heat, more dangerous humidity. It's going to combine to give us these dangerous heat indices as we get into the afternoon. So this is what we call a heat wave, because it lasts for 3 days or more, where we have this extreme heat and this humidity out there as well. So this will go into effect, of course, midday tomorrow afternoon through late afternoon, and it'll affect the entire area. Basically, most of us will experience, once again, heat indices of 105 to 110. The only small relief could be a couple of isolated pop-up storms, but the chance is just not very high. In fact, I'm only putting the chance tomorrow at 20%. I was hoping to be able to go 30%. Just not going to be able to do it. Only a 20% chance. And the main impacts that I expect from tomorrow will be the heat illness potential, once again, from heat stroke to heat exhaustion for folks, especially if you're working outside or you're trying to exercise outside throughout the day. As you spend a lot of time out there, you're going to have some impacts. 96 degrees currently in Chattanooga, but with that dew point in the 70s, it feels like it's 106. We've got a light northeasterly breeze, which sometimes helps. Just not today. It's just so humid outside, it's not helping at all. In fact, you see that feels like temperature of 101 in Altamont, but the actual temperature is only in the upper 80s. So even in the higher elevations where it's a little cooler, it still feels like it's in the triple digits. 109 is what it feels like in Cleveland, 108 in Dayton, 102 in Athens, in Dalton, 106 in Athens, and 102 in Fort Payne as well. Now, I'm continuing to watch the radar, because the only relief we're going to see anytime soon is going to be from maybe if you get a hit or miss shower that pops up over your area. But right now you can see the radar is fairly quiet across the Tennessee Valley, but in the past 10-15 minutes, I do want to give you a little hope. We've got a couple of these very small pop-up showers coming up over the mountains here from Blue Ridge, Fannin County, over towards Blairsville, even some lightning showing up in some of this activity. So we'll watch this. Some of this may actually grow, and as it continues to grow, it may build to the west a little bit into portions of the Tennessee Valley. So we'll keep our fingers crossed, but Murphy, you may have a good shot of seeing a downpour in just a moment. Otherwise, the high pressure, the heat dome, the ridge is right on top of us, and that's why we will continue to bake. But yeah, at last, I see a cold front in our future, and you can see that off to our north and west, and there's some cooler air behind it, and some of this will try to slide in here with mainly lower humidity as we get towards the weekend. But let's talk about this evening first. If you have any plans, look at the feels like temperature staying 105 to 110 through about 6, 7 o'clock in the evening. At 8 p.m., it still feels like it's in the triple digits. So as the sun sets, it's still going to be quite warm. Maybe by 10 o'clock, we may get that heat index down to about 90. Fingers crossed. Maybe it'll feel a little better for you by tomorrow morning as we drop down into the 70s, but this is a muggy 70, so it's not going to be a cool, refreshing 70. It'll still be very kind of much more like a sauna out there as we go throughout the overnight into tomorrow morning. And there you see tomorrow afternoon, mid-90s for highs, 97 Chattanooga and Dalton, 95 Dayton, Athens, 92 in Murphy and Blue Ridge, and again, maybe a pop-up storm. But that's going to be about the only relief we'll see until we get to the weekend. All this deep tropical moisture in place across the area, it's just really hard to budge, but here comes a front just in time for Saturday into Sunday, and look at that. It takes the humidity and squashes it to the south and west, at least briefly. So as we look at the muggy meter, we're at very muggy conditions going through Friday, but notice just in time for Saturday and Sunday, it plummets down into the comfortable range, but it's only short-lived out there because we're looking at that humidity really ramping up next week along with the heat again. So here's your Storm Alert 7-day forecast. Again, it is a Storm Alert weather day for your Thursday, mainly for the heat and humidity. Could see a pop-up storm Thursday or Friday that could be strong. We'll keep an eye on it. But there you see it. The weekend, I'll tell you what, Cindy, the weekend, we live for the weekend. It is going to be different. I'll say that.